Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Randomly Generated Podcast at our new date and time, now Saturdays instead of Sundays, which if you're watching this live right now, you quite obviously are aware of that, but in at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because new job and things, so, it works out better. I think it will work out better for a lot of people that couldn't be on the podcast in the past because of the date or the day of the week or the time, so... We'll try it out, see what happens. But I am, of course...
Also, we're not competing with the co-optional podcast now.
We never were.
We weren't?
No, that's on Tuesdays.
Oh, alright.
It was the Northern Lion stream, subscriber stream that we are competing with. Right, exactly. But I am, of course, joined by my faithful co-host, Gingerdragon.
Hey!
And this week, we are joined by somebody that's not... exactly a streamer. She's prominent in the streamer community and shows up in a lot of stream calls, but doesn't stream herself. But she is Australian and has an accent. So it is Lady Jade, the lovely lady down under.
That sounds a little bit dirty for Laura.
That might be the point.
Well, hi then.
Fedora, you're gonna cause an international incident one of these days.
Yeah, that's one of my goals in
It's all
life.
good.
That's on my bucket list right there.
But you don't want to start a fight with an Australian.
They'll unleash the spiders on
Yes,
us.
oh god, no, they'll bring spiders.
And the dingoes, and the koalas, and so on and so forth
Koalas are
until
cute,
I'm
though.
here for the next 50 years.
And
That's
Curly
you.
stands, the only spider to fear here in America is the camel spider, and I'd like to keep it that way.
camel spider's not in America.
Is it the sun spider I'm thinking of then? Because one of those two variants is here. It's in like the arid areas of Colorado.
The camel spider is in Iraq, and those things are bloody horrifying.
Yeah, there's another one though. It's like there's the camel spider and then there's a sun spider as well, which is like well, either one of those two is a smaller variant of the other that managed to slip between the fucking immigration laws.
Must be the sun spider then, and I don't want to know
Yeah.
what it looks like.
It looks like a camel spider except a bit smaller. Still just as aggressive.
But yeah, spiders aren't the only thing to be scared of in Australia. Like, every piece of wildlife is out to kill you there, so...
And,
even the cute
flora
ones.
too.
Yeah, okay, good.
You
That's good
touch
to know.
You touch something and you will probably end up with a rash.
Just gonna point out, I'm probably never gonna go to Australia. Probably not ever gonna happen.
And I hear the women are worse.
Yes, they are killer. If the animals don't kill you, the women will.
Yep. Yep.
And kangaroos have giant balls. Just saying.
Oh, I bet you're an expert on bulls.
There's a video that Prescription Pixel put up of a kangaroo ball. She literally put up a video on her channel of kangaroo balls with Jay Smith going, "Those are big balls." It's a great video. It was a great video. That's YouTube in a nutshell for you. And
Yeah, no, Axel said he wants to come to Australia just to see the kangaroo balls. And me. Real
that's the tourism
exciting.
department right there.
Yep.
And our
Kangaroo
guest
balls.
and our guest. Wow, we're gonna be stuck on balls this entire thing, I think. Our guest indie developer is Nicholas Udell or Udell.
Udell, you're the first person to get it right on the first go, though.
And you all might notice he has a British accent, which I was not aware of until we just started this call a minute ago, so this wasn't planned, but I am fine with being surrounded by amazing accents right now. I'm fine with that.
This guy.
Ginger, you just don't talk during all of this because you're the one without an accent.
Alright,
Besides
just
me,
go away
but-
then. Bye.
You're not needed. I have accents. I don't need you anymore.
Alright, see ya.
You dick! Start the call again. Asshole? I didn't think you're actually gonna do that. Jesus, Ginger. Oh, it's hilarious.
You're gonna put me in a situation like that, you know I'm gonna do it.
I should have known better. I'm disappointed in myself there. One interesting point of note is now our new date and time has one negative side effect. Now my brother is able to view it. Stome here in chat is my twin brother. Do not think I will not silence your ass just because you're my brother. Just saying. Oh,
Going, Stone.
damn it. You broke the audio settings since you had to start the call again.
My bad. Yeah, don't play chicken with the dragon, exactly.
Okay, audio settings fixed again. Fuck you, Skype.
Well, if it makes you
Yeah.
feel any better, I got a pretty good GIF of the day today.
No, no, no. I got one. Well, we'll both do
No.
one, but
Boom.
I could top that. I forgot to pull it
Oh.
up though, so give me a second. Where did I put it? There it is. Is Denson in here? Is Danson in here?
I don't think so.
Good, because this might get my account banned.
Oh god.
No, no.
You'll see.
Do it.
Oh god.
Live life on the edge.
Probably won't, but still, it's the most bizarre shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, what?
Oh, that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Uh-huh.
Japanese people, you
People
are
shouldn't
wonderful.
be able to do that.
No,
Humans
bit
are
weird.
very weird creatures.
I call it the cooch scooch.
Reaches. Whoa.
I try and understand your species, but it's things like this that just make me realize I'm wasting my goddamn time.
That gif. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to gaming news. I guess the biggest thing in gaming news is PAX East just recently wrapped up, and none of us went to that, so we don't know shit about it, really.
Woo!
Yay.
I wish I had gone to it. I do intend to go to PAX Prime, if I can...
No. Go
Get-
to PAX Australia.
No, shit will kill me over there. What are you talking about? I
I'll
don't,
protect you.
I don't want no
It's true,
spiders.
the only
and-
thing more dangerous than the animals is the women, and if you got a woman
Exactly.
on your side, we're
If
good.
I'm going
point.
to protect you, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but
Unless
that,
she's lying.
that probably cost a lot more than my
Probably.
$1.5 I have put aside for PAX Prime, so...
That's true.
Yeah, that's real expensive to go over there. Once I'm a rich and famous YouTuber, I will go to PAX Prime or PAX Australia.
Just come to Australia for the hell of it.
There's worse vacation destinations, you know. I mean, I'd rather go to
Try
Australia than
pick a-
Mexico.
I mean, you could also actually. I've heard Cancun's actually a real good spot. It's also one of the two places
my
in the world
God.
where the complimentary bar is actually complimentary.
Where's
and
the
you
other
don't have to
place?
pay out your ass for it.
Where's the other place
Yeah,
in the
but-
world that it is?
I don't know.
Drinking.
It's not in America or half the other destinations out there.
Yeah. What about drinking, Jade?
It's only drinking, though.
Yeah. That's the point.
Vegas. Oh my ass! The complimentary bars in Vegas are free.
Yeah. Nothing
It's
in
Vegas.
Vegas.
Everything costs money.
Nothing's free in Vegas.
Except for the endless amount of porn cards that hang out if you walk down, or they hand out if you walk down the strip.
Free-
Okay.
Free porn.
Yeah.
Let's
Can't-
go back to the kangaroo balls topic then.
Human porn's boring. Let's go to kangaroo porn.
God.
It's the only way to do it in Australia.
I'm now really tempted to Google that just to see if it's a thing.
What?
I will.
No,
Google it for you.
dude, it's Google. Of course, it's the internet. Of course it is.
Jade's actually Googling kangaroo porn.
Yeah, I'll let you lot do that. I
Oh,
think that's illegal.
shit.
Were you honestly expecting something clean? I mean, come on now.
I was kind of expecting Prescription Pixels Kangaroo Balls video to be on the top of that, actually.
A lot of those are YouTube. So I hope they're not that bad.
Okay.
But still.
Rule 34. You... I was going to say never fails us, but in this instance, you discussed me, Rule 34. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm not quite sure.
Just think, there's probably some dragon porn out there.
There is-
I
Oh,
guarantee
there
you there's
definitely
endless
is.
amounts. I think it's well. I don't even know.
What
It's
do you
just-
think Gingerdragon watches every night?
I think you're mistaking a dragon's libido here for a human's. We're a bit more stable than you freaking mammals who will fuck anything that moves.
There's nothing stable about... What? There is nothing stable about you. I'm just going to point that out. Wow, it's getting a little...
Scales and so
dragon
This is getting
human
very
racist in
this is
here.
getting very something.
I
don't know.
blame Jade. I assumed
I'm
this would happen.
sorry.
I assumed this would
It's
happen.
falling off the rails already. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there we
It
go.
always happens to me,
Skywars got one of the many genres you humans have come up with.
Dragons and... What? Dragons and
That's-
cars?
Ew.
That is an actual fetish,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit on the disturbing side,
A
I'm-
little bit.
considering it's happening to my own species.
I think your own species is probably the
Adapt
perfect
with me.
area of it. I mean, you would
I
think that
think
the
there
dragon
is
is the
also the other
dominant
way
one in
around,
those
but-
relationships, since the car is inanimate. So, I think
Well,
it's
yes, but you humans are creating it.
sure. They draw those pictures with live models, you know. I
Well,
assume,
quote unquote live models. In reality, they just download them off of DeviantArt or something.
right? Okay, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Gaming
We got
news.
sidetracked by.
Yes.
PAX.
Yes, PAX. I didn't go to it. Watched some coverage of it on the various YouTube channels. A lot of interesting stuff was there. A lot of YouTubers that I would love to meet sometime went. I really wish I went. Player Uno and J Smith OTI had it out in a bouncy castle boxing match.
That's awesome.
It was pretty wonderful. The video of that is up on Player Uno's channel, youtube.com/thenerdslam. J Smith OTI won. Player Uno is a real wrestler. Like, he's a Canadian wrestler, and he won. But wow, did he, like, give J Smith OTI a kick that sent him flying. I'm like, oh god, he's going to feel that in the morning.
I almost got kicked out of Mr. Biggs one time because of bouncy castle shenanigans.
See, at PAX, they
Oh,
encourage the
that's
shenanigans.
So silly.
Because I mean,
Sorry.
like, we were just playing around in there, and eventually, like, it started to deflate all around us. I'm still not sure what happened, but we all ran out, and one of the guys actually failed to escape the bouncy castle. So, like, when a guy came over, to help us out, the only guy left in the building was the one who took the entire blame for the castle. The rest of us got off scot-free.
Wow.
I would assume it has the deflating has to do with either a claw or a horn on your part.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea to put a dragon in there.
No.
And to be fair, I was young. My horns weren't quite that sharp, but
But you did well to escape and pin the blame on someone else. Well
Exactly.
done. Well
I mean,
done.
to be fair, we didn't
Yay.
pin the blame. The guy just assumed, and no one questioned it. You don't want to get kicked out, Mr. Biggs. You'll never be able to go back in again.
Mr. Big sounds like the place where nightmares are born.
It is it's
I
basically
was
like
gonna say
an
something else, but
indoors amusement park for kids. So you're not wrong.
oh, that's what it is. I kind of know what you wanted out.
Like urine-filled ball pits and deflated bouncy castles and creepy animatronic animals and stuff like that.
No, not quite. It's like they have go-kart tracks. They got an arcade section. They got a mini golf section, go-karts.
They used to have bouncy castle until you.
No, they still have the bouncy castles.
They fixed it.
Yep. Well, dude, that was at least 5 years ago. If it takes more than 5 years to fix a bouncy castle, I'm scared.
Well, I don't know. A dragon was in it. I was figuring it was beyond repair.
Well, if nothing else, then they could just order a new one. If it takes more than 5 years for shipping and handling the process, oh my god. I'm
Look-
even more scared.
Look, Gingerdragon, I get the whole dragons and castles thing, but I guess you're confused as a child about how that
Yeah,
works.
I kind of I had to crash it, damn it.
All right, anyway, let's get back to PAX. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
No,
what,
let's get sidetracked more. I like it.
I'm trying to remember what interesting things came out of PAX. A lot of great indie games were there. A lot of great indie game developers that I know were there, and I really wish I would have went. Also made it really hard to find a game developer for that weekend. We did find... Who was it we had last week?
It's Red Solstice.
Right, Red
Yeah.
Solstice, which, good news, they
And
successfully hit their
snowy.
goal. Yes, and snowy. And British accent.
Yeah.
Red Solstice hit their Kickstarter goal, though. I'm really psyched about
Nice.
that. Yeah, it was pretty close. You know, they crushed it with like 72 hours left or something like that. Yeah, shut up. Can't talk. But they had 72 hours left when they hit the goal. So, and I think it's ends sometime today. But hey, it hit its goal. So it's a fun game.
I was born in the cross stitch, molded by it.
Okay, no more terrible impressions, please.
Oh.
They're about as bad as mine. So, which is why I don't do them. And let's see, what else was there for gaming news? Oh, there was some... I don't remember if it was at a press conference or just some kind of press release from the head honcho guy at King. Everybody knows who King is, right? The scumbags with Candy
Yep.
Crush Saga and trademark Candy and Saga. Those assholes?
Yeah.
Candy Scum Saga.
Yes. The guy, first off, this guy is such a tool that his job title His official title within the company is Game Guru.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
vomit. But he released some kind of press release or statement, something, or interview. I didn't read into it too deeply, talking about how the free-to-play model should be the only model in existence in gaming.
Of course he would say that. He's king.
Yeah.
That's like Microsoft saying that the Xbox One is the greatest console this generation, which they did come out and say. It's just like, yeah, of course, you're fucking Microsoft.
Yeah, he pretty much believes that it will come to a point where that is all games are free to play, microtransaction garbage, and that he talks about how like hardcore gamers or core gamers or whatever the term he used, a lot of them are against it now, but it just comes to the let's see if I can articulate the crap he spewed here, the word vomit. So it basically about they just need to make them feel like it's not an unfair model, and make them feel like it's balanced. It never says it needs to be balanced. You need to fool people into thinking it's balanced.
Yeah, I can feel the scum. It's taking over the body. Oh god.
Yes, wash it off, please.
Thankfully, most people are smarter than that.
But seriously, he talks about what he thinks. Core gamers want this, and he knows how to do it. That douche nozzle doesn't know the first thing about any real games. He makes clones of stupid casual games. And nothing original. Everything that Kings makes is a clone of something that already exists. And then they just take it, make it worse with more garbage, microtransaction nonsense, and then pawn it off as their own thing. He doesn't know the slightest thing about real gaming. He hasn't made a single real game. His company's never made a single real game. You never heard douche nozzle before, huh, Trend Noob? Well, there's another one for your dictionary.
What?
So it's a pretty common word amongst
You
the
need to be
teenagers.
insulted more, sir. I'm kidding,
Yeah,
I'm
someone
doing
say
some-
most people are smarter than that, but no, Stubbs right. Unfortunately, the masses of sheep that are the general populace are kind of idiots, because Candy Crush Saga and the other
Well, I mean,
nonsense.
smarter than that, as in like free-to-play is never going to become the only model that are used.
Yeah. It'll be the
Like
only
that.
model for casual scum, yeah, but...
Yeah, but it already is for casual scum. So it's like, well, there we go. We're already there.
Let me mod you, Kino. I trust you. This might go badly.
Oh god. Why would you mod the cat? Why would you mod a cat?
Cats are the best. Have you not met Cinnamon?
Okay, I
I
mod
have
you
not
so you can
messed with
post a link, Kino, but it might take a moment before the moderation propagates to your end and whatnot. So, this can't go badly at all, I'm sure.
Oh no.
So, yeah, the game guru of King is completely out of touch with anything in the real gaming sector and is a complete idiot. That was that segment of news. Oh, we got a
Yay.
comic strip, which I can't click to enlarge, so I cannot read that.
Yeah.
The auto
Sounds good.
image embedding sometimes isn't a good thing on Hitbox.
Oh.
There's people in a mobile device and they're talking, and that's what that comic strip is.
Fair enough.
There you go. He actual link there. You have to copy and paste it. I'll check it out later. Another piece of news I had that actually came out of PAX East was the announcement from Blizzard for upcoming expansions for Hearthstone. That is
right.
PvP type engagements with new game boards and bosses, like special boss decks.
You mean PvE?
That's why I said.
You said PvP.
Did I say PvP?
Yeah, you said PvP.
Jade, did I say PvP or PvE?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at this.
God damn it.
Nick,
Nick.
back me up
strip.
here.
I'm sorry.
I heard PvP.
Damn it!
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, it's PvE, and I really like Hearthstone. I haven't played it much since like a couple weeks after I got in the beta. And I was playing it hard for a few weeks just because my channel suffers if I get sucked back into it. But once that drops, I will probably be playing it some more. I want to check out their the PvE content. I mean, bosses in a CCG. That sounds kind of wonderful.
It does.
There you go. Chat's against you now.
Yes. Oh, and then Trend Noob saying he heard PvE, but then Kappa.
Yes.
So.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn you, Trend. So I'm-
Still love you.
Does anyone here play Hearthstone? I know Gingerdragons played a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I played it
No.
a little bit, as you just said.
It's
I haven't
great,
yet.
but it's life sucking. It's like WoW was, back when it wasn't utter garbage, where it will absorb your life. So I've
Way back
hidden,
when.
I've literally hidden the icon on my desktop of it. I've right-clicked the icon and made it a hidden file, so I won't be tempted. But yeah, I won't go and uninstall it. So that's all I had for news. But I realized we skipped the first segment. Like we went right into gaming
Yeah,
news.
we're
Yeah.
supposed to be talking about video games, and you're just like, meh.
We're mixing it up, keeping it fresh, something like that. Gingerdragon, what have you
Yeah.
been playing this week?
This week, I was playing some Dark Souls 2 until my TV died yesterday, so that's not fun at all.
That's
And
not good.
that I was playing some Beat Hazard Ultra, some more of that. That game is fun as hell. Fun as hell. Of course, top-down
playing-
arena shooter set to your own music.
yeah, you've been playing that. That's what you said last week too.
Yep. What else was I playing? I'm playing some Gary's Mod right now. I'm making a pirate ship.
That's a game that I've owned for a long time and never actually played. So
It's fun. Well, I mean, it's fun if you just like diddling around with physics and the source engine.
well, and then the mini games people have
Otherwise,
made
you'll
in
have
it,
to- What was that?
and the mini games people have made in it there's a
Yeah.
lot of pretty cool ones. They're mostly absurd, and
It's a game
kind
where you
of
have to run away
broken.
from Pedo Bear, and if you get caught, then he does things to your butt that's unholy, and you die.
Okay, I won't play Gary's Mod now. That image is
Well,
gonna
there's
haunt
also
me
murder,
forever.
which is very fun. A group of people, one of them has a gun, no one knows who has the gun, and then another one has a knife, and he has to kill the other guys. So the guy with the gun has to try
Oh,
and find
yeah,
out
I've heard
who's
that
got the
one.
knife, and kill him before everyone dies.
I've seen some videos of prop huts where some of the people are literally like props, like chairs and shit. You can jump into other
That's always
props.
fun.
That was
That's,
crazy.
I love it.
That was completely bizarre, but that's what makes it wonderful.
Oops. Oh no! I undid the weld. Come back.
What are you doing?
I told you I'm trying to make a pirate ship. And then
Oh, so you're playing Gary's Mod right now? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I was
literally
gonna
playing
say.
it right now.
Okay. It's not if you're just messing with physics, and it's not something that's taking too much of your attention. I hope.
No.
Okay.
Well, obviously it's not. I've been here making fun of. I've been playing this the entire thing.
You're just better at multitasking than me, apparently.
It's
How about-
dragons for you.
We've seen how well Fedora can play games and commentate.
Wow.
I have no defense to that. I really don't. I never claimed I was good at games. I just enjoy them. Don't have to be good at them to enjoy them. Might be why I've never played Dark Souls
Yes, you do.
because it
God,
scares
don't you
me.
pay attention to the YouTube comments?
My YouTube comments aren't usually that bad for that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, generally it only happens when you play stuff like XCOM multiplayer.
And
or
FTL.
StarCraft.
Salty souls.
FTL actually hasn't been that bad recently. I mean, I suppose it's because there's a lot of other people who are doing way worse than me. Since, there's a new update that draw in new people. But
yeah, that new update. I've been playing a lot of it, which I'll get to that in a second. But I finally decided, since you're putting out the videos of the new update, that I actually go watch some of your new FTL videos. Since I've never actually seen any of your FTL videos. My God, that shit's terrible. Who watches that crap? No, I'm joking.
A lot more than the people that watch your crap.
No, I'm joking. They're actually pretty good. You have quite an encyclopedic knowledge of the game. Like, every weapon you see, you know exactly what it is and shit. So, quite useful.
That's what happens when you put over 170 hours into the game and look into its code. That's what tends to happen.
Stone, I will silence your ass. Seriously.
What'd he say? I like Stome. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's my twin brother, and he's a complete ass hat.
I can
but
tell.
he's also
Brother
supported my
rivalries.
channel since its inception from the shadows quite a bit. The microphone I'm speaking into was my birthday present from him last year, so he's actually done a
nice.
lot to help my channel. He is still an ass, but
Yeah. Hey, it's brotherly love. I know exactly where you're coming from.
yep. And
I'm-
he's been wanting me to change the date of the podcast so he can come and troll my chat. He's been looking forward to this day. He had this shit on
You
his
should do to your
calendar.
brother what I did to my brother one time. He was just hanging out in the basement in complete and total darkness watching Ghost Hunters, and he didn't even hear me open the door. So I just came down, waited for a really tense moment, and grabbed him and screamed really loud. And he punched me in the face.
And you probably deserved it, but still, that's epic.
But it was really good, too, because then he kicked me in... what's it called? I fell over, and then he, like, kicked me in my... the spleen? No, not the pelvis. But I'm, like, skinny to the point where the pelvis actually ended up hurting him. It was good. It was good.
Should have named yourself Scrawny Dragon.
Maybe. Well, I mean, if you think about it, all dragons are scrawny. It's the serpentine nature.
Yeah, true. I could top that. I've stabbed my brother, so...
What? Oh my god.
Whoa.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah, me and my brother just do some friendly abuse now and then, but stabbing? Oh my god.
How about you, Nick? What you been playing this week? We're getting so sidetracked. What have you been playing, Nick?
It's a good podcast.
Sorry.
I've been playing Steam Marines mostly for the last week or so on Steam.
That game is an absolute dick, and I love it.
Yeah. It's just brutal. And it's still early enough that there are some fun bugs in it. I had a fun one yesterday. I was in a giant hulking machine. I can't remember what they're called, like Hulk suits.
Yep,
Which
Hulk
are basically
suit.
like the Titans from Titanfall, I guess, for those who haven't played it.
It's actually a shout out to Warhammer 40k's Hulk suits, I believe.
Of course, yeah. And I hit forwards, and I don't know, something must have messed up in the movement code, because my Hulk just shot forwards and just kept going into endless space.
Oh god.
No, they can fly.
Okay.
That's how you win. You escape the ship on the Hulk. Game done. That I need to get Worthless Bums on the podcast sometime, but he's like scared of microphone stuff or something. I don't know. Great guy. Follow him on Twitter if you want some really entertaining tweets.
Yeah, definitely.
You been playing anything else?
A little bit of the new, what is it, Godus?
Oh yeah.
Because they updated that, I noticed, when I plugged it into Steam, and I wanted to see what changed.
That's the Peter Molyneux.
God game, yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually going to make a joke, but I completely lost it. Carpal tunnel syndrome simulator, right?
Yeah, the updated version is much less clicky, which is nice.
Oh, then I might actually try it someday.
It's now click and hold instead of click 100,000 times.
Well, I still can't say that's down my alley. I am a game mechanics man, and that does not sound pleasant in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a lot more usable, but it's not there yet.
The art style I think is interesting, but it just seems kind of shallow from what I've seen of it. It's still in development, but it doesn't seem to have all that much depth. And in the PvP is really very basic. Just here's a waypoint, go attack them, and that's about it. It doesn't seem to have much depth to it.
Yeah, the base building side of it has a bit more, but it gradually introduces more and more depth as it goes along, so it takes a while to see anything, really. I mean, for example, it takes about, I think it's about 10 hours or so, and then you can actually unlock a day-night cycle. Or, at one point, your resource originally is population, but then if you hit the Bronze Age, it becomes wheat. All of a sudden, you've got to build farms, and it goes on like that.
Definitely sounds like the pacing needs some work.
Yeah, it's faster now than it was before. I mean, before you'd be at it for ages before you even saw your first farm, and now it took me about, I'd say, 5 hours. But the pacing is still off.
So in the previously, how many mice would you break before you could even get to the day-night cycle from clicking?
Probably about 5 or 6.
Oh, I was going to guess 3, so I was a little behind on that. That's how you measure time lapse in that game, is mice breaking.
Yeah.
All right, Jade, how about you? What have you been playing?
Now that we have Eric in the chat, Eric Homet, I've been playing his game, Luminox. It's like it's better than most match 3s I've played, to be honest. I've been playing it non-stop for the past 3 or 4 days.
What was it called again?
Luminox. Yeah, I got the link. Do you want it?
Sure.
I didn't realize we had another dev in the chat. I have
We
modded you.
do.
I have modded you, Eric, so you can go ahead and drop a link to your game since Jade is talking about
Oh,
it.
I can do it if you want.
I haven't modded you yet, and I should do that here.
I was gonna say I have the link
Come on,
right
Fedor,
now.
stop slacking. Gotta give people those sweet round M's.
Yes, I like those new. I like how I have an avatar in my own chat now. That's pretty wonderful. Hitbox, thumbs up. Seriously.
Yeah, it's an action puzzle, like slide the blocks around sort of thing.
Not really
I don't
into
know.
match 3.
I really like it.
but
It's simple, but I've spent like hours playing it.
I'm not
I
big
actually have
into
the highest
match
score.
3 games,
I have the
but
highest score for it so far.
some of them are really interesting, and I'll probably give this one a spin at some point. I don't want to fire it up and try it right now because that would be noise on the podcast and such, but
It is quite loud when you start it, actually. Careful.
okay.
Is it as loud as Sonic All-Stars Racing?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
Is that infamously loud when you start up a stream of it?
And when you boot it up, there's this really loud Sega!
Oh, but that's
Louder
iconic.
than the rest of the game.
That's like nostalgia bomb right there.
You call it Nostalgia Bomb, I call it Ear Bleed.
Yeah, well, true. With since we all use headsets doing this stuff, stuff like that can be unfortunate. I've had a few games do that to me where I literally screamed in through my headset. So if it causes that reaction, not good.
Yeah, no, apparently that's an iconic thing, but you know what? That's basically the first Sega game I've ever played, so, you know. I was not a
Goddamn
Sega
kids these days.
Look, damn it, I was a Nintendo child.
I was all consoles. If I didn't own it, a friend did, so I'd play it there. You know. It works. That's how it was in the old days of gaming. It wasn't about having all the consoles because your parents barely keep like. It was hard to get parents to buy games back then because it was just a new thing that they didn't care about and whatnot. But so it was always literally with in my childhood we would plan out with our friends which consoles we would try to get our parents to buy us so our circle of friends would have all the consoles.
Nice.
That's how we did it back then. That's how it was done. Anything else you've been playing, Jade?
Just the usual suspects. Isaac, whatever else.
I haven't
Yeah,
played Isaac in so
no.
long.
I've gotten back into it at the moment. I don't know.
When Rebirth comes out, I'll probably play the shit out of it again. Play the shit out of Rebirth.
Yeah, I think everyone will.
Yeah. Chat, scroll down. How did my chat get scrolled up? People weren't seeing the right chat on the stream there. Alright, as for me, I have been playing a wonderful game that I actually heard about from Chris Priestman. He tweeted about it, so I tweeted at the developers, and they sent me a press copy called Secrets of Grindia, I think is how it's pronounced. Secrets of Grindia, which I will link here. It is goddamn wonderful, is what it is. I actually need to make a video of it, which means I had to stop playing it long enough to make a video of it. It's an action RPG, kind of. Oh, has anyone played any of the Xenonia series on mobile devices? It's kind of that kind of action
Yes.
RPG without all the garbage that Xenonia turned into free-to-play microtransaction nonsense. It's kind of like, that kind of action RPG combat. And let's see. So when I say action RPG these days, a lot of people think like Isaac anymore, but it's kind of the Zelda.
Isaac?
That's action RPG. It's action roguelike actually, but that's action RPG
Yeah, I
type
see
combat.
no RPG elements in that game.
There's stats and items. There's no leveling, but still.
That is a loose link, but alright, I'll take it.
Yeah. And it kind of looks like, graphically, kind of like Super Nintendo era Zelda type games. Looks a little better than that, but it's pixel art sprite graphics, and it's pretty gorgeous actually. It is fun, combat's fun, and in the game there's the story mode, which is traditional story driven, kind of linear RPG like game, and then there's arcade mode, which in itself I would spend $15 on. The arcade mode is basically a roguelike mode. That you're going through a randomly generated tower or mountain of enemies, and it's really hard. And as you gain more points from each run, you actually build up a town at the base of it. Most of it seems to just be cosmetic at this point, like as the buildings get built up, and you unlock NPCs from getting points, and then you do their quests, and new buildings will start popping up, because there's quests to do in your runs too, which is like beat this certain boss and get an item from them, and then it unlocks something in your town. Then you also can earn from quests and random drops, fairly rarely, these essences that you can use to get perks, a maximum of 3, that will carry over into all your lives. Like added, the one I have right now is extra health, and then you have to get another 50 essence to unlock the second perk slot. So it takes actually a long while to get those perks, unless you're a lot better at the game than I am. But and some of the perks are like start with a better starting weapon. You start with the second tier one-handed weapon instead of the first tier one-handed weapon. Stuff like that. None of it's actually extremely powerful. Just it'll be kind of a help at early game kind of thing. It is really hard, and I have barely played the story mode because I'm seriously addicted to the adventure mode. It's a wonderful game. It's $15 on their website. It's actually on Steam, but in a early access form, but not the early access sale. It's like a Steam beta that's a real beta. You can't actually buy it on Steam. It has no Steam store page, but if you buy it on their website, you get a Steam code and you get into the Steam beta of it. So, which confuses people because it shows me on my Steam friends list in game and there's blank. It doesn't say game name. Because
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, that confused Parlock. He tweeted a picture of that last night, saying the thing about having friends in games press is you never know what the hell they're playing, and just the picture of me playing blank. So it's a great game. I'm probably do a video of it later tonight. Actually, wonderful game. Oh, so good, so good. It's hard to convey how good it is. Might be one of my contenders for Game of the Year 2014. And it's still an early beta. There's still a lot of stuff that's not implemented. It's extremely polished for a beta. Like, menus and everything, and animations, all that look really good and really polished. But then, like, on the skill list where you put points into skills, there's a bunch of them that just say not implemented yet. But amazing amount of polish for such a beta game. So, check it out. They're doing kind of their own Kickstarter thing on their website, where you can buy the base game for $15 and that gets you right into the beta right now. But then there's higher tiers with rewards like you would see on a Kickstarter if you want to help support the development of the game, with high-end rewards like making an NPC modeled after you and such like that. So, oh hey Danson, no, you didn't miss most of it. You missed 40 minutes of it. You didn't miss much, just us talking about kangaroo balls and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you knew it would come to this with me being here.
I looked forward to it.
I look forward to kangaroo balls. Fedora Gamer 2014.
And Danson, I tweeted the new date and time slot with Hitbox Live tagged in the tweet. So, I'm just saying, I tried to let you know.
Someone's not doing that job.
Sorry, I need a drink. So, I've been playing a lot of that. I got that code 2 days ago, and I've probably put at least 10 hours into it already. And mostly just the arcade mode. Yeah, it's addicting. I didn't make any Free Game Friday video yesterday because of that game. I was like, screw making a video, I want to play. Not a good way to do a YouTube channel, just saying, but,
No.
it happens
But
sometimes.
If you
Some
want to have
games.
fun, you want to have fun.
And by the way,
Girls just
Danson...
want to have fun.
Indeed.
Exactly.
By the way, Danson, the new icons in chat, like my avatar when I talk, awesome. Love it. And the mod icon, and, oh, hey, look at that fancy Hitbox staff icon you have.
Oh, hey.
Hey, look at that. It's all fancy. Anyway, great changes. Just had to tell. Danson, if anyone doesn't know, he is a Hitbox admin that's a really cool guy and has been on the podcast with us. And he's, now you can tell that he's admin. Before, everyone's like, oh, who is this guy? I don't know who he is. You gotta show off your status.
Just going off what you were saying.
Yeah, pretty much. That and the fact that he can drop gifts in my chat without me modding him. So, hint, hint, Danson. I know you have a cool
Now it
gift.
just sounds like you're using the poor guy.
He's the gift master.
Oh, that's not good. My pirate ship is sparking.
Unfortunately, I don't think you get an
Don't do
icon if I
that.
ban you, Stone. So sorry. Okay, and what else have I been playing? I've been playing FTL. Still trying to unlock the Crystal Cruiser. The game bloody hates me.
Just get the rock type C.
That's what I've been using, and I can
Oh.
never get the damn Rock Homeworld. I've always not. It's not there. I take the wrong path or something, and also I recently installed Captain's Edition, which changes the sector names. So I may have missed the Rock Homeworld, not knowing what the names were, because it's not Rock Homeworld anymore.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea.
Well, I figured I could probably decipher what it meant by the names, and most of the time you can. Like, totally not illegal is a pirate sector, or most of the time, you know. Sometimes you can determine what it means. Sometimes it's kind of vague. So I might have to turn off Captain's Edition to actually get that unlocked. Captain's Edition is so good.
It is. I like it. Very well put together mod.
Some of the weapons are just crazy. Alright, I think that's all I've been playing, actually. Just FTL and Secrets of Grandia. So, let's move on to getting my ass kicked in Hyper Gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna happen. Oh wait, let's...
It feels. You can feel it when you hit something, can't you? It's
Yeah,
good.
it just really has the weighty meat to the impacts. But I actually rigged up X-Patter to play with that, and I actually suck a little bit less using X-Patter, so let me fire that up. This is Hyper Gauntlet, the game by Udell Games, aka Nicholas here.
Yay!
Yay.
Thank you.
Oh crap.
By the way, shit, have you like changed or updated it since I made my video on that? Because I may actually have to re-download it. I just realized.
Possibly, yeah. The update happened probably a week after it first was released. So, hang on, I'll just have to have a look, see what date the video was that yours was done on.
Alright, Hyper Gauntlet. This game is like made to kick your ass. Ooh, and it's kind of loud. Let's fix that. There we go. Also, let's take a look at the high scores. There'll be a lot of familiar names in here. Like Sky Warrior.
Indeed.
Sky Warrior, you are a god amongst men. Seriously.
Yeah, a little bit.
So is Sky someone different? I'm trying to figure out who Sky is. I was wondering if it was just Sky Warrior being lazy to type his name fully at some point, but and the gap between first and second and third, that gap is ridiculous.
That gap,
Yes.
Yeah, that is insane.
Yes, I thought so. Both of them are Sky Warrior. Jesus Christ. How did you jump from 800,000 to 2 million? What, like, secret of this game did you discover to be able to make that jump?
There is one bug in there that would let you maybe get a slight advantage. I don't think it would get you to 2.3 million on its own.
Well, like permanent slow motion, Sky Warrior? You hack it? Is that what happened? Oh, well, I'm really bad at using the slow motion at the proper time, because I usually end up using it right after I get hit.
Well, the thing to note is that it regenerates faster than you'd expect.
Sarah's, I don't know who that is, but...
That's Sarah Sharpie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Of course, she's on the top list, but, but anyway. But you're slacking, Sarah. I mean, you're supposed to be really good at games. You need to beat Sky Warrior here. And then we got X-Ghost, which I'm not sure who that is. Then we have Hanan. We have...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to re-download that game. Then that's... You should have seen me buy that on the leaderboards. If that was the still version I had.
No, you're nowhere on here. Then we have Super Vin. More Hanan. The Genius. I'm not sure who that one is. Kino's up in the top list. I got a bunch of pro Hyper Gauntlet people in my chat right now, so it's gonna be really embarrassing how bad I am. Hannah.
I think the
Banana.
genius was me earlier using a different name when I was doing some testing.
You sure? Because I mean,
I think it was.
there's admin here down towards the bottom.
Yeah, there's also the creator on there sometimes, so it depends what I'm doing as to what name I put in there.
I'm just
I
gonna
think
say
technically the genius is cheating because I'm using a newer version that's not out yet, and it's still submitting to the same scoreboard at the moment.
But yeah, you're pretty low on the top list here. A bunch of streamers and
Well-
YouTubers kick your ass at your own game.
Well, yeah, when I first released the high score add-on, the first score submitted beat my best score ever.
That's great. You made it. You should be better at than that. No one said game designers can actually play games well. Oh god, in the face. So basically, this is Hyper Gauntlet. It's an object avoidance game that you're pretty much trying not to get your face smashed in by these evil Tetris pieces. Oh god. Jesus. This is going poorly. I like that it's on like a 3x3 grid. It's kind of... I like... how that works. Can't talk, play, no. Damn it, let's try that again. I never used the slow motion at the right time. Never do. I could actually get past level 1 earlier when I was practicing a little bit. Oh, shit.
Well, that didn't sound good.
I'll be honest, it's a simple game that's really focused at what it is and does it really well.
Oh, you lost your multiplier, you fool.
Yeah, yes. If you
That's
expect...
one of the things I did like about this game was how the multiplier was handled. It still rewards you for dodging more,
Oh, Jesus.
more blocks.
Oh, you're also rewarded for
I
dodging
wanted
them.
it to be so that you had to get kind of close to them still and get a bit of danger there. Although I'm thinking of changing it because it's kind of hard to explain to anyone how it works.
Oh, so if you do close dodges, you get more multiplier?
Yeah, if you're adjacent to a block, your multiplier
Ah.
increases. If there's a gap between you, it resets.
Oh,
It doesn't
interesting.
count diagonally.
So there's more depth here than I originally expected. Oh,
But I
jeez.
found it really difficult to explain that to new players, so I might change that to something that makes more sense.
I was gonna say, because you're already rewarded by not getting hit by not dead, you know. Okay, let's try this with actually using slow motion. You have the ability to slow down time, which is definitely useful if you use it, I'm sure. Ugh. And it's basically an arcade throwback score attack. That's the entire point, is to get on, oh god, the leaderboards.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about just going at it again and again to try and beat your previous score and just get ever so slightly further.
The game, when you get in a zone and in a groove and are dodging like a badass, the game makes you feel like a badass. That only happens to me for like 2 seconds at a time and then I die, but you know. I feel like Neo dodging bullets in here. Ah, Jesus. That was stupid. Ah. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
So you made a video of this, Gingerdragon?
Yeah.
How the hell do you commentate this and play?
If I recall correctly, I actually got a, I think it was like a 3 million score on my commentary, so, you know.
Uh-huh.
No biggie.
Sure. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Alright,
In
give me a
fairness,
second.
the older version was easier.
Okay, I'm like, wait, okay. Sky Warrior's 2.2 million. How the hell did you do 3?
Yeah, because in the old version, Skyward also had 8 million, I think was his highest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the scores were a bit higher weighted then. I've actually changed how the speed increases now, so that it increases much more on the earlier levels. So
Why, you
it's a lot
sadistic
Alright,
man?
I can dig it.
Whoa. This would be hard to commentate, though. Oh, Jesus.
It was by no means.
What's
easy
even
to do
happening?
That much.
What's even happening?
Oh yeah, you just hit the autopilot by the looks of it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually working on a tutorial explaining what these do as well. That's one of the features that's going to be in the next version.
I didn't know that was a thing, and it really confused me.
Just make sure I've got the right version here.
It confused me a lot, so when it dropped me out of it, it was just, death. And since we are playing this and talking about, go ahead and drop the link to this, Nick. I think I modded you.
Not yet, you haven't.
Well, crap. Gingerdragon mod him, please.
Alright. Boom. Make moderator save. If that works.
Ah. This...
Nope, it's still the 5 million. This is not the...
Oh, crap.
Alright.
Sky Warrior, teach me your ways. Seriously.
Okay, so the link I put there, that is the main page for it. You can either buy it there or actually try out a really old version, which has a web player on there if you want to play a really old version. The scores, the high scores submitted are actually segregated based on what version it is, so you get your own high scores table in the free version as well. And that way it's fair on everyone.
Is Sky Warrior the god on that one too? On that score table?
I'll have to check, but we actually got to about 12, I think we hit 12,000 individual scores submitted a week ago or so.
Oh, nice.
And when I noticed that, the greatest thing, the most recently submitted score had the name of Ass.
Interesting.
Oh, good. It's like every arcade
Classic.
game ever again.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I mean, if it's, this is definitely arcade score attack style game. And my chat is not scrolling for some reason. Which I'm going to die here now that I mess with chat, but there we go. Okay, I'm so dead. Let's actually use slow time here.
Yeah,
Wow,
that makes it a lot easier.
It massively slows time. I've never actually effectively used it.
God.
Oh, Jesus. Tetris piece, why? That was the Tetris piece that's the most annoying to play in Tetris. The one that's, I don't know how you describe it, but the one that's really annoying to try to place. That's what killed me. The one that's kind of a zigzag, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what killed me, was the annoying Tetris piece.
Wait. Where is this? Play hell? There we go.
Okay, I can do this. It does speed up very quickly, so it didn't speed up this fast in previous versions, huh?
No, it didn't. Some people found that a bit boring. It was more of a linear increase in speed, but you just don't notice it in the slower bits. But you really notice it in the later levels, which seemed a bit unfair. So now
now it's unfair
speeds up
all
a
the
lot
time.
faster. No, it speeds up a lot faster to start with, but in the later levels it's not so much. But at that point, a tiny speed increase is actually quite noticeable.
You died with the slow motion, Fedora. I'm disappointed.
That's how I've died every time, is with full slow motions. Damn it.
Womp wah.
Ooh, that was so close.
Currently it's available on both itch.io and Indie Game Stand, but as of today, I finally finished the assorted forms for getting it on the Zero as well, so that should be up soon when they're able to verify the builds. And it should be on Humble Store at some point once I've worked out the US tax code.
Crap, I'm watching chat instead of playing. Bad idea.
So that last one could take a while.
Don't you... I believe you have a Greenlight campaign going on, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. It's sitting around 20% at the moment on Greenlight, which is not bad for this sort of game, which doesn't tend to attract people as much.
It's definitely a niche audience for this kind of game. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
The sort of the games that seem to do really well are your horror games. Surprisingly, I was surprised how many people are into horror games on Steam at the moment. And also the roguelike genre is doing really well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually that reminds me of a question: are these levels randomly generated? The blocks in your way, or is it set?
Yeah, they're randomly generated at the moment. There's one of the updates I'm actually doing, which is the next update, introduces a set of sections of ultra hard bits that will come every 3 levels or so, and some of those will be randomly generated but faster, but some of them will actually be pre-made by myself, and I don't know, we'll spell out words or stuff like that.
Well,
Gotta respond to Eric real quickly. Yeah, Boslin X was an awesome tunnel runner. That game was fun.
That game was great for a free game. But
I got so close to the Boslin X. So close.
So it's randomly generated and permadeath. Well, it's a roguelike. Just tag it as a roguelike on Greenlight and you're golden.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Now, your 3 slowdowns, is that all you have, or do they regenerate it in some way?
They regenerate. The free blocks are how many seconds of slowdown you get. But it takes a fair amount. I think it's 10 seconds to regenerate at the moment.
Oh, well, I should really use that. I was having, like, the too good to use syndrome kind of thing.
Yeah, no, you do not need that in this game. You can go hog wild. Technically, there are loot drops, Eric. At the end of every level, you can get a power up. That's loot.
Yeah, what do
it's
they
just
do?
Loot that you use right away.
One of them's autopilot. What are the other type of pickups?
Okay, the yellow circle with the grey sort of band around it, that activates slow-mo for you without you using up any of your slow-mo on the left-hand side. The black circles with either red or blue bands will actually make it so that for about 10 seconds or so you can actually go through the color of block that the band is. So black with blue bands, you can just go through blue blocks for 10 seconds or so without any problems.
See, I've hit that and it confused me greatly.
Yeah, as I said, tutorial for this is greatly needed.
Yeah. Did you ever fix the bug where you can pick up both of them at once?
That has been fixed, but is not currently out.
Oh.
The fixes.
Yes.
I've bundled that with a few other fixes, and I'm going to be bringing that out as version 1.1.
Sounds good.
Ah.
Yeah, with the reflex controls, Fedora, you can actually grab all 3 power-ups, provided one of them is not an autopilot.
Reflex controls?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, for those of us who actually go to the options menu, you would understand what I meant.
No idea what you're talking about.
I got a ton of requests for a control scheme which snaps back to the center when you're not holding any arrow keys down.
Ah.
And if you go to the main menu, you can set that up as the control style to play.
Is that your secret, Sky Warrior? Is that how you get your good scores? Reflex mode? Reflex controls?
It's probably more
It's
efficient.
cheating. It's cheating is what it
getting
is.
from one side to the other.
You're just salty.
I am salty at this game. Oh god.
Wait.
Alright. I don't care what he said. I'm not paying attention to chat and playing this asshat. Reflex controls. Let's try this.
I like it. I personally like it more.
I personally prefer the normal controls, but I just can't get my head around the reflex one myself.
Well, I mean, once you get used to it, it's just you can basically just behave like the autopilot. There's no more like planning your route. You just boom, I want to go here. Then I want to go here. It's nice and quick.
Yeah, it's cheating.
This is the control style I'm using for the mobile version I'm working on as well. Basically, the position of your finger is where you go to, and if you let go, then it snaps back to the center.
Nice.
I wonder how playable this would be on mobile. That takes
Apparently
some-
this game. What? Sorry, go.
I've not noticed too much of a difference once you get used to the control scheme. The only real problem is the fact that your finger gets in the way of the screen, obviously. But it's not too different.
I actually got past level 2. Reflex mode definitely makes it easier, but man, autopilot, the numbers, and then bam, there's something in my face after 1. It just, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the autopilot wore off just like a millisecond before where it should have.
Yeah, the autopilot just usually drops me in a bad spot.
Yeah, there's a reason I never grab it. Also, the autopilot can negate your multiplier because it can send you through a gap where there's no adjacent boxes.
Yeah, I'm working on a fix for that to get that to be a bit more intelligent. It annoyed me as well.
I would recommend making the countdown for it, like, be up in the upper right, fairly large, but not obscure the entire screen, because I couldn't really tell what was coming on right after it, because the numbers obscure a lot of your view, so...
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll probably move it to the top right or somewhere. Or, well, depending on position, I've added a few more elements that might be in the way, but I'll shuffle things around. So yeah.
I am glad there is a countdown, so you don't just have to kind of guess when it's going to drop you out, though. That's a very good thing.
That might be how it used to be.
Sounds like a nightmare. Ah, crap.
Yeah, it was a bit. I actually just removed power-ups for a while and completely reworked how they went in. The original way just wasn't working at all.
Should probably mention I'm going live with my side of the stream as well. Because Stone specifically brought this up, but it was something I've been wanting to do for a little bit, where I stream my side of the developer's game as well.
So open his stream, another tab it, and
go for it.
Go follow him.
If you want to watch someone who can get past level 2, maybe.
Maybe. So
and apparently it didn't. Oh god, I can't pause the game, and I can hear my own echo. This is not going to end well.
Well, I'm glad I'm not watching that.
There we go. Okay, we're good to go. Wait. No, I think I'm hearing your stream, or what the fuck? What's happening here?
Oh shit, I don't know what's happening here either.
Damn it, Fedora, I think you've got my stream on your stream.
No. I haven't touched that link at all, dude. Oh shit. Damn it, I was doing so good.
What the fuck?
You broke your shit, didn't you?
Wow.
Have you played this, Jade?
I have not.
Well, earlier in our group chat, Nick dropped 2 keys. I grabbed the first one, and Gingerdragon already owns the game, so there's a key for you.
Oh, thank you.
No, I did have to use that key. I don't actually own it.
Well, there you
I
go.
just got sent a press release.
Oh, I can send another one
own
over.
Oh, no, it's okay.
That was
I'm
weird.
confident.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that.
No, because I
again.
want someone to play it, and then might be as bad as me or worse than me. So
Wow.
Oh, that's what happened. I see.
I'm not assuming you're bad at it, but you haven't practiced any, so you know that's it.
Okay, there we go. I'm actually streaming now. There's no audio glitches.
What was going on?
Yay.
There was a hidden Google Chrome tab that I was unaware of.
Don't
Just
you
kinda
hate
hanging out,
that?
just like, hey, I'm down there on the sidebar.
Yeah, Jade is rather quiet because she's not the one playing the game, you know. So she doesn't have much to say about it besides watching me fail horribly on stream.
Oh, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and
She's not
I
really
just want
awake
to curl
yet.
up into a ball.
I gotta wake up at 8 o'clock every Tuesday and Thursday. It's not that bad.
I used to
I
have to
wake
work
up
at
5
6
o'clock in the
a.m.
morning every single morning,
Oh god.
about 5 times a week.
Never mind then.
And then I don't.
Oh.
And then I get home at about 11 o'clock at night. I think. Yeah.
For your classes, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, classes and then work. Yeah, no, I have work straight after classes, so I don't like. That's why I'm usually not around as much as before.
You're doing it wrong. You should just be a bum
Don't.
like Gingerdragon and take classes but don't actually work.
Yeah, exactly. Full-time college student. It's fun.
Shit.
Also give him out. Wait, oh, the game is not actually... Okay, it was picking up earlier. God damn it. All kinds of video glitches. Hold on. Add game capture. There we go. There.
I told you I'd do it, motherfucker.
There we go, okay. Everything's actually fully functioning. Ooh, this guy jumped into that live stream with pants on fire.
Ah, crap.
Oh, never mind, we're good. For a second, I thought I almost got the double audio glitch again.
Chrome, behave.
Oh, I see your Chrome is,
No, I'm just talking to your Chrome. I was talking to your
Oh,
Chrome because you thought you had the
No,
glitch
no,
again.
that wasn't my Chrome. That was my, like, my game was auto-playing. You see, Vanguard, I'm not sure if you're complimenting my background or not complimenting the fact that the game wasn't actually being captured. Anyways, get that APM going.
Oh, Jesus. I was doing so well. No, no! Damn it!
And he dies.
This game makes me want to punch my monitor in the best way.
No, it makes it feel like you're being punched by the monitor. Get it right, man.
True. True story. Also, the music is pretty badass.
Oh yeah, I like it. Purposely though.
It definitely sets the atmosphere.
Oh
Damn.
yeah, I
What
like
the
it.
Jesus? What was that? I was like, oh, I'll just hug them all. Let's just hug all the Tetris pieces.
Hit all 3 of the walls in a succession.
Yes.
Make an achievement called "Don't Lose the Fedora," where you have to hit 3 walls in a row.
Someone
okay.
tell Fedora he's a dick. Apparently you're a dick.
Fedora, you're a dick.
That would be coming from my brother, I'm sure.
Let me check. Yes,
You
Stone
guessed
Games.
it.
Yep. I timed him out, so. You're just timed out. You're not banned. You will be able to speak again probably right now. I don't know how long the timeouts work. I don't know how timeouts work on Hitbox at all, actually.
Well, maybe we should try it out on you.
Yeah, stream just went offline. Fedora,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
That's
take
not
looking.
good.
Just all the video problems. Multiplier. By the way, I'm at level 4 now. I'm just double tapping these walls. Stop it. Oh my, 500,000 things get crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fixed, or else it wouldn't hear us.
Alrighty.
Sky Warrior, I believed you entirely, but I'm sorry, I didn't believe you that 500,000 was kind of crazy.
500,000 score?
Yeah, it's nuts. Suffice it to say. Oof.
You actually got that far?
Yep, I'm at 600,000 now.
Jesus Christ.
He actually
Look,
is.
it just comes. Oh my god.
Dragon
It comes
OP,
to being a
please
dragon,
nerf.
You know,
Yeah.
you gotta have good reflexes, or else you're just gonna die. You know.
And dragons have excellent reflexes.
Exactly.
Eh. Okay.
Oh my god, the speed is it even possible?
Shit.
Oh yeah, keep talking, Sky. We're only spamming slow-mo at 500,000. Freaking guy.
I feel kind of bad for fixing the spamming slow-mo thing in the latest update that
Just
isn't yet
fixed
out.
it.
But
No. Well,
Shit.
there goes me ever getting past 600,000 again. What else do we have
You
here?
used to be able
One
to
of them
spam
looks
slow
like
mode?
it's-
Close.
Yeah, Vanguard,
You're
there's
close.
power-ups that make different colors of the walls disappear. There's an autopilot, which is probably the worst power-up to pick up in this current state. There's a permanent slow-mo, and there's one that gives you extra health. And the health overflows, which is nice. Any other comments I missed? Tell Fedora he's a dick. Nope. That's my benchmark right now.
Shit.
Other way, though.
I think... Can you talk again in chat, Stone? I'm not actually sure how timing out works, so I want to kind of use you to experiment on that.
Experiment for him.
I'm looking for Fedora's names right now, and I can't find him on the scoreboard.
Of course you can't.
That was Brotato. I didn't know he was playing this. The lowest score is 259,000. Come on, Fedora. Get your shit together and get going. Oh, Stone says 291 seconds left on the timeout.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Hello, Commander Pancake, by the way. Yes, I messed with... Wait, what do you mean at normal time? I normally stream this time on Saturdays anyway, Commander.
Not anymore, but now you are.
At a
Since you're...
normal
I've
time.
completely destroyed the streaming schedule now, but that's just for the betterment of everyone.
How is 8 a.m. a normal time to stream?
Well, in America land, it's pretty normal because it's 3 p.m.
But I come from the future.
Yes, you some
Dude,
future
'cause
land.
It's Easter for you, isn't it? Oop, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. So
Oh.
it's actually Easter Day. So happy Easter, everyone.
Happy future
Happy
Easter.
Easter. Can you
It's
email
almost
me
Easter
some
for
candy?
me.
Yes, I will email you tons
Yes.
of Australian chocolate that might kill you.
Even the
Even
chocolate?
chocolate kills you.
God damn it.
No.
It's a horrible
Everything
place.
kills you.
It's a horrible
Harsh.
place. I don't know what
Hey,
that power
hey,
up did.
hey.
I think it gave me life. Hey, I like that one.
Yeah, the red and white one gives you HP.
I like you.
Oh yeah, that's probably my favorite power.
Ah, crap. I'm up to 60-some thousand.
When it gets to 69,000, you can give up.
Oh god, I missed the health power up. Ooh. Oh, well, never mind. I went from having one of the most clutch dodges ever to one of the worst non-dodges ever.
Thanks, Kino. You know, I don't know. I have tasted like American chocolate, and it's not as, I don't know, sweet as Australian chocolate.
I want to have some German
American
chocolate.
candy apparently is pretty bad compared to most countries.
Yeah. Everything is really
Yeah.
bad compared to... Have you ever... I heard that the French McDonald's is nothing short of amazing.
Mm,
Our
I've heard that
McDonald's... Yeah, American
At least
McDonald's
it's
is...
expensive.
Relative to
there.
America's McDonald's, that is.
Yeah, American McDonald's is just a recipe for digestive distress.
Everyone says that's Taco Bell, but I've never had a problem with Taco Bell.
Neither have I.
I mean, I'm also a dragon, but hey, there you go. You're a human and you haven't.
But
You know,
McDonald's...
Taco Bell, they have a grilled stuffed nacho, and that is the greatest thing ever. I'm just gonna throw that plug out there.
Crap, you're making me hungry now. The Taco Bell in
Yeah.
my
I
town
won't tell you
closed
about the
down.
ingredients, don't worry. Just know that it's amazing.
Oh, you don't need to tell me. I used to work at a Taco Bell. But the Taco Bell here in my town closed down a few years ago.
Oh.
It was a KFC Taco Bell, and I kind of miss it. But they lost like 50 grand in a month on that place, so the owner just walked in like, "You're out, get gone," because of people embezzling and people stealing food, and like they would just steal bulk bags of chicken. Some of the employees there, and
Oh, the employees.
Yeah, no.
Wow, that sucks.
there was a bunch of terrible people working there. It was like the people that place got the bottom of the barrel for employees.
Yeah, according to Vanguard, yeah, European chocolate is a lot better than American chocolate, which again I don't doubt at all. I've even
Yeah.
had friends who have gone up to Germany and had some chocolate. So I
Chocolate.
said it was made. That's how you say chocolate in German. It's chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like shock. It's amazing. Get some candy from the UK once in a while. Nice.
I still love peanut butter cups, though. So
I love that the two chats are actually delayed behind each other, so they're talking about stuff that Fedora's chat's already spoken about.
it's because he
By the
is
way,
on
Sky
Twitch.
Warrior's, setting some new high scores. He says.
Kiss my ass, Sky Warrior.
Swiss chocolate's actually really good. I really enjoy Swiss chocolate.
Oh. Well, I got HP and immediately threw it away.
Crap, I'm over 100,000.
Oh, wait, that's exciting for you?
Shut up.
The burn!
I believe in you, Fedora.
I don't. I don't at all. That's a big mistake. Believing in me is a bad idea.
Well, technically, you really don't have a choice. I mean, no matter what you do in Hyper Gauntlet, you fail, so...
Yeah, it's really about the inevitability of death.
Ah! What the that was a dodge that I have never even seen before in my life. Holy what even was that? Like, I
Welcome
think
back,
I
Stone.
hit the block, but I didn't.
I almost hit
That's fair.
200,000. I was at
Nice,
173. I think I might actually be getting better at this.
It's improving. No.
I do recommend playing on a gamepad though, just mapping, you know, a D-pad.
D-pad's just fine for me. By
It's
D-pad, I mean directional arrows.
you use directional areas, not WSD. What is wrong with you?
Because those are the only buttons you use. WASD is nice when there's other buttons you need to press as well, but for a game like this, like directional pads are real nice and easy.
I can't do arrow keys. Well, first off, I can't do movement with my right hand. That's just weird.
Oh, Brandon bot, how do you get the... Oh, there you go. Udell on top of it. Thank you for that. Yeah, you can go ahead and buy the game there. Real fun. I can easily recommend it. Also,
I can
I'm
too.
looking forward to the mobile version now that I know it's coming there. Maybe I'll have something to do every Tuesday and Thursday when I just wait for an hour.
Shit.
Yeah, it's still some ways in development, but anyone who buys the desktop version or any of the desktop versions currently floating around will get a copy of it. It's coming out for Android at the bare minimum. I'm
Awesome.
gonna have to actually acquire an iPhone to test on it before I can release it.
That's okay. You've got Android. That's all that matters for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And apparently everyone in the call.
Well, that's fine. That saves me buying an iPhone.
Yeah. I have no respect for iOS in general, so we won't get on that topic.
No comment.
Yeah, as it currently stands, the only game I can play to waste time is Mr. Oops on my phone. That game is nothing short of amazing.
See, if you put this on iOS and you have to fill it with microtransactions, isn't that the rule of iTunes? Isn't that required?
Oh yeah, I'd just add buyable power-ups and extra lives or something.
You know what? I'm in
That's
for
the way
that.
to do it.
I'm in for that. Then
That
I can
works.
actually get a good score.
Well, no, but the problem is that going into the microtransaction menu would not pause the game.
Oh no,
Oh,
of course not.
screw that. How twisted would that be?
Ooh.
No, you gotta buy that.
Did I get all
That's
three?
extra.
Yes, I got all three! Ha! Let's abuse the game glitch! Oh god.
That would
I love
probably be
getting, I love getting
determinal.
both of the color wall immunities and just going through the solid walls.
That is kind of wonderful.
No, I mean, like, Fedora, you wouldn't know, but if you get both, or as I said, you can get multiple power-ups, and if you get both red and blue at the same time, graphics kind of glitch out, and only one of them turns transparent, but you can go through all three.
Actually,
All
I think
through
that's happened to me. I was really confused why I wasn't dying.
Oh god, I got the autopilot. That was a mistake. Oh, speed boost! Ooh.
Speed boost is a bad thing.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, I just realized my score.
Well, I
got
gained a
you.
health and then immediately lost that health.
Welcome to Hyper Gauntlet.
Right?
Ooh, damn it! Ah! I freaked out.
So, I assume the game's endless. There's no actually beating the game, right?
No.
It's endless. I'm not sure it's possible to get past level 10. I set it to level 10 once and tried going through there, and my eyes just got a little bit glazed over, and I think I died in a few seconds.
So level
So if you
10
get
will
to
make your
there,
eyes
you can
bleed.
Consider that you've won it.
Set it to level 10. You should make a video of that, put yourself in like God mode and go to level 10 just so people can see what it's like. Because I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, I might have to. I do have cheats in there, but no one can access them except me.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Let's play and not read chat. Okay.
Yeah, real quickly though, I probably should like. Hang on, how am I gonna handle this? In this call right now, I'm of course the co-host of this podcast. Fedora is here. He's the host. How's it going?
Olé.
There's also Mr. Nick Udell from Udell Games. Please tell me I'm saying that correctly. Am I?
Nick Udell, yeah.
Udell. Yeah. Okay. And then of course there's also Lady Jade, who is our
Hi.
guest streamer and YouTuber.
Or just Jade, actually. I forgot. She doesn't like being
Yeah.
called Lady
Yeah.
Jade.
Well, I mean, I wanted to go by the username just in case.
Yeah. She made a username that she doesn't like people calling her by. I don't understand women.
Well, it was like a long time ago. Like I had made the account, and then it's like few years later, I found the community. I'm like, well, oh well, might as well stick with it.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I got.
672,000 is my highest so far.
Oh, I got.
You really did ramp up the difficulty, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm a kitty.
Alright,
She's an
let's get
Australian kitty, which will kill you.
into- Put Australian in front of anything.
Yes.
Do kittens kill you in Australia?
Cats. Some are feral, some go feral, so yeah.
Oh Jesus!
So yes, kittens will kill you in Australia.
The only thing that like won't kill you are echidnas, and they look like the thing that would. You know the, the little like marsupial with the spikes on its back.
Uh,
Well, not marsupial, it's a monotrim, but still. It's like a porcupine thing.
Ah.
It's got a long like snout.
Sounds
I have
creepy.
to look it up.
And they're actually
Those
nice,
things are
huh?
so nice. They're really, really nice. They're friendly. They will let you pat them.
Aw.
Pet my
Of course, they've got spikes, so it's
spikiness,
probably
you know.
not the best idea, but
And it's so cute when you see them. They usually like just stand there and just they like snuffle and stuff. It's so cute.
I remember a long time ago I was watching a Discovery Channel thing about like the most dangerous insects in the world, and one of them was a spider in Australia, not a big surprise, that likes to like hide inside shady places, including people's shoes when they take them off. So
Oh,
you just
yeah,
like put your
yeah.
foot in the shoe and then they bite you and then hospital time.
Just like I don't know if you have them also, but trapdoor spiders.
I
They make
haven't
the
Oh
like
God, no! I hate those things.
they make little burrows and they like cover up their hole, and when something walks past, it just like jumps out like a jack in the box, grabs
Oh my
it,
god.
That's
grabs it,
horrifying.
and like takes it into
Oh,
their like little den thing.
oh, that's
Those
terrible.
are tiny. Those are tiny too. Those are not the big ones.
Oh,
That's terrifying.
a little bit.
That's nightmare fuel
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, like a little like I don't know, a little insect or whatever walk past, it just snatches it.
Kittens use cunning to lure you into traps, and then those kill you. Very true. Although more often than not, the kittens just end up getting caught in their own traps, I'd imagine. Well, at least that's what happens here in America. You know, the curiosity killed the cat is disturbingly true sometimes.
We need trapdoor spider gifts.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you could probably find them. Yeah, I don't know how big your spiders get in like America or
Not as
even
big as
England.
yours.
Yeah.
Again, the most aggressive spider we've got in America is only in the arid wastes of Colorado and that area.
Do you have
and that's the sun spider.
bird-eating spiders?
No.
No,
No, it's not.
that's
These-
not how
these
the
ones
food chain
actually-
works.
It actually does eat a bird. Like they are bigger than your hand, and they will actually eat birds. Not even kidding.
I mean,
That-
I think we've got tarantulas as, you know.
That spider. Ah,
Like
shit.
they are so big that they can't even build a web for themselves because it won't support them.
Wow.
That's not how
Some
the food
spiders
chain
don't
works,
build a web
spider.
Because they don't want to build a web. They just go for it.
Yeah, they'll like snatch your dog when you walk it in the park.
What? No, that's
What?
not right.
I'm kidding.
Oh, it's
I
so
don't like
horrible.
spiders.
Watch out for the snakes, though, because the snakes are big enough that they can eat like cats and dogs.
Ooh. I actually kind of like snakes.
Not even kidding. Not even kidding. Like lap dogs. There's like so many lap dogs like go missing or die each year from being like eaten by a snake.
Oh my.
And I'm not talking about just like bitten. I'm talking about actually eaten. Like the
Like
whole
the
thing
whole-
is just swallowed. Yeah.
Being a
Jeez.
house pet in Australia would be the worst life.
Yeah.
Yes. I have 3 cats, and I have to
Oh.
constantly worry that the possums around here aren't gonna get them.
The
Possums do that too. Possums are like feral.
Dang.
Yeah.
All the cartoons made them out to be innocent creatures that play dead.
No,
Why?
I'm not like possums are probably as big as dogs here, like big cats to like medium-sized dogs, and they like hang out in your trees.
Well, there's another Sky Warrior score. 2,248,000.
Too
Too good at this game.
I'm pretty sure he's figuring out how to get into your hack menu is what's happening here.
I would agree.
Well, at first, when I put version 1.01 up, I thought I'd made it so difficult that a score of 2 million wasn't possible. And I thought that maybe I'd just messed up the high score segregation or something. And he was still posting scores from the old easy version.
Yeah, that's Sky Warrior for you.
Yeah.
I think this will probably be my last
I'm
run.
gonna try and put in the Konami code and see if anything happens.
No, it's not that. It's only accessible if you have the build version that I have.
Oh.
And Sky Warrior is build, clearly.
Yes.
Yeah. I must have sent the wrong one out to him.
You got lucky, Sky.
Oh god, I just looked up what a sun spider is.
Why would you do that?
They're basically just smaller camel spiders.
They have two names and they're both terrifying. Sun spider or wind scorpion, apparently.
Oh my, I haven't heard that nickname.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, again, their behavior is they don't build webs. They use that thing that looks like a ninth set of legs to chase you down, and they will chase down humans. I mean, they won't be able to kill you, but they will chase you down and bite you a lot.
I thought they were extremely venomous, or at least the camel spiders were.
As far as I'm aware, the sun spider isn't.
They're very tenacious little bastards, though, that's for sure. They will just outright attack you. Even if they're not venomous, they will just, like, viciously go after you. The camel spider is the same way. A friend of mine was actually in the army and was over in Iraq, and he encountered a camel spider and it chased him down the street.
God.
This army dude with like an automatic weapon running like a scared little girl from a giant spider down the street. He ended up shooting it. He actually shot the spider.
I blame Fort Carson. I blame Fort Carson. It's the nearest air base that is actually like pretty active. So I can only assume the sun spider or camel spiders got aboard that somehow. Got aboard a plane somehow.
Just don't like venomous snakes? Yeah, I don't blame you, Kino.
Snakes. I actually don't mind snakes.
Yeah, venomous ones.
Well, yeah, of course venomous ones because they can kill you, but snakes in general I actually kind of like.
Yeah, snakes don't bother me unless they can kill me. Then they bother me. Alright, so let's move on to the Kickstarter Spotlight segment. We're done playing. We're about half hour left, you know. I'm done playing. Gingerdragon will probably keep playing.
Maybe. I mean, at the same time, I'm still not sure how I want to handle this, because... Oh, hello there, Kino. That's a nice picture.
Yes. That reminds me of a tweet from Prescription Pixel shortly after she moved to Australia. She works in an ER there, because she's a doctor. And... what was the tweet? She's like, I just saw a spider at work. Be right back. Have to burn down the ER.
Oh, there's a cricket. Oh, I don't like where this GIF is going!
Oh! Poor cricket.
What the hell? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Horror game
Hold on,
devs.
I need to show my I need to show my viewers. There you go.
Horror game devs. Seriously, you should just put like monstrous sized trapdoor spiders in games. Best horror game ever right there.
But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to my live stream of this, I'm not sure if I want to like just do this segment or like go through the entire thing. It's still working out the kinks. Ultimately, though, we're going to the Kickstarter Spotlight, so you guys should go over there for the rest of the full entertainment, and I'll work out how to handle this live streaming thing for now. This is just a demo to see how it goes. Went pretty well.
Entertainment. That's one way to put it. Okay.
And I'll see you guys.
Apparently, I screwed up my overlay or my capture for this. 1 second here. Come on, Kickstarter capture. There we go. And resize that a little bit. Alright, we are looking at Four-Sided Fantasy, which is currently on Kickstarter, seeking funding. It is at $11,000 of its $35,000 goal with 7 days remaining. Here is the link. And let's go ahead and watch it. Watch the trailer.
Hi, I'm Logan. Thanks for checking out Four-Sided Fantasy. Four-Sided Fantasy is a puzzle game about screen wrap. In it, the player has the ability to toggle screen wrap at will, solving puzzles you never thought possible. The no-filler level design respects your time and will leave you scratching your head. The world of Four-Sided Fantasy is dreamlike, contrasting a serious tone with a lighthearted one, taking inspiration from games such as Thomas Was Alone and Sword and Sorcery. Now you may ask why, after creating the fourth wall, would I want to return to a similar mechanic in Four-Sided Fantasy? It's been 2 years since I launched the fourth wall, and I've learned a lot since then. Only a short while with the Unity game engine has shown countless new gameplay possibilities just waiting to be explored that weren't possible in the original game. I was only able to work on the fourth wall part-time while pursuing my degree, and I'm confident that focusing all of our efforts full-time on Four-Sided Fantasy, we can deliver on the promise of the original game and more. Now, we could bring this game to a publisher, but we feel that Kickstarter is a more direct and honest approach. We can gauge interest accurately, as well as have the freedom to create the game that the players and the team want without a publisher getting in the way. As a backer, you'll be able to see the game in every stage of its development, including alpha and beta tiers. You'll also be able to help with the creation of the game, giving feedback to the team, and in some cases working directly with us. The team behind Four-Sided Fantasy brings plenty of experience. I created the predecessor to Four-Sided Fantasy, The Fourth Wall, which was nominated for IGC and Free Play Awards, as well as an honorable mention in the Indiepub Awards.
I was particularly impressed by Logan's The Fourth Wall last year. A game hasn't made me feel that way since Portal. Without being dry or academic, it still has heart and emotion.
I was also a level designer on Perspective, which was nominated for the IGF and Develop Awards. I was fortunate enough to join the team at 17-Bit as well, working on Galaxy, recently nominated for an honorable mention in the IGF.
Logan interned for me when we started up Galaxy and immediately proved himself to be an avid gamer, very passionate, and full of clever ideas. I think this game's got a lot of potential, and I hope you'll back it so I can get the final product in my hands. Thank you.
Joining me are 3 artists and a composer, including Amalekai Zachariah, who worked with me on The Fourth Wall, creating the art, and MJ Quigley, who worked with me on Perspective, composing the music. We're extremely passionate about making this game, but we need your help. Become a backer and make Four-Sided Fantasy a reality today.
And that is the trailer for Four-Sided Fantasy. The game's beautiful. God, I love the art style.
It does look nice.
It does.
That's
And
cool.
I'm not usually too big into puzzle platformers, but it's a mechanic that I find to be really interesting, so. Which, also, there is a playable prototype on the Kickstarter page, so you guys can go grab it and play it. I have yet to play it, but I intend to do so in the near future. It's interesting. It's a puzzle platformer with a interesting mechanic, you know, and that's pretty much how puzzle platformers go. If it doesn't have an interesting mechanic, then it's pretty boring these days.
Yeah, the screen wrap definitely seems like a cool idea. I mean, there's games out there that use screen wrap, but not really like this before.
No, except for his previous game, which is pretty much the concept is what it was. But I liked in the trailer it showed other uses, not just, you know, left to right, up to down, where it was going in and out of the background of the playing field. So it definitely uses it in some more interesting ways than just up, down, left, right kind of thing. I don't know, it looks good. It's beautiful, and he does reference Thomas Was Alone, kind of, so I'm thinking it's going to be kind of a narrative-driven game, which, if it's anything remotely as good as Thomas Was Alone narrative-wise, I'm in.
It's got the atmosphere and the ambience.
And that GIF
Now we just need a really good British narrator.
Nick.
There you go, Nick.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my calling.
Yo, I can see it.
I can barely read.
This GIF is wonderful. About halfway down the page.
Trapdoor Spider one?
No, no, on the
pretty cool.
Kickstarter page. You know what? I'm going to.
The one with the clouds, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's Putimus.
I'm not an art guy. It just has to be passable.
It is really nice.
I'm gonna throw it in the chat here. There you go. Looks so good. I hope it gets funded. It's not looking that great, but they could still pull it out. I mean, the Red Solstice was way behind, and they still managed to make a comeback from at the end there. I've seen some crazy last week rushes on Kickstarters before. So, anyway, that's it. It's an interesting game. I probably like it more based on the art style, and it's an interesting mechanic, but that is our Kickstarter spotlight for the week. We do have a little bit more time, and there was a few things I wanted to ask you, Nick, because it was really hard for me to have any kind of coherent train of thought and speak and play that game at the same time. So is Hyper Gauntlet? Forgot the name for a second. Don't ask. Is Hyper Gauntlet, is it more or less done, or are you continuing to update and add more content? And if you are, how long into the future do you foresee that you're going to continue supporting it that way?
I'd say it's about 50%. I'm currently calling it beta. Although it's not, I would say, anywhere near as unpolished as a lot of betas are. I focused on polish.
I didn't realize it was a beta. My bad.
I would otherwise. Yeah, no, it's currently at beta. The which is why it's $5 at the moment. The final price will be $8 when I finish it. I'm calling it version 1 simply because it is sort of the minimum of what I had in mind as a finished product. But I am continuing to support it. I've actually got a full roadmap sort of written up that I should probably publish at some point so people can see what I'm planning. But that all is also dependent on what people say they want to see in the game. Really, I mean, since I first put a post up on Reddit's Feedback Friday, I've been changing it based on what people have said and suggested. I mean, the user interface with the text on the walls and all that was a suggestion from someone on Reddit. And originally, the UI was awful, and you couldn't even read it while you were playing.
Yeah, that was a great suggestion, and that's what I love about indie devs: the openness to the community that most indie devs have like that. So,
yeah,
you said about 50% complete. Can you give us a few ideas of what else is coming in the game? What more interesting features you plan on adding?
Well, I plan on overhauling how high scores work. I mean, at the moment, it's very much dominated by one person. I'm looking at you, Sky. And what I plan to do is to have a sort of a hierarchy of prestiges, essentially. So every week, the scoreboards, or every month, depending on how many scores there are, the scoreboards themselves will reset, but the top score from each week or month or however goes into a Hall of Fame, and then they'll get aggregated, so you get like the top one of last year, the top one of last month, and that sort of thing. So it keeps the competition active in the high score tables, but also means that it's not just being erased. Your ultra high score will be remembered as well. And I'm also planning on integrating it a bit more too, as you're flying through the gauntlet itself. If you get to a certain point that beats your personal best, there'll be I'm hoping not too obtrusive icon in the top right or something, just so your brain can register, whoa, I've just beaten what I've ever done before, or that sort of thing. I mean, there was a game for the iPhone ages and ages ago called Seven, which is this really simple arcade game where you had to just combine these floating numbers together to get the number 7. But what that did with high scores was insane. It kept records of your personal bests, your friends' personal bests, the world personal bests, your local area, your country, and all that. And so every 5 or 6 points or so, it would say, "Whoa, you're like number 25 in your city, or you're number 50 in your country," and that sort of thing.
Wow, that's very in depth.
Yeah, the game Trackmania also does that in a way as well. And so I want to bring some of that over to the high scores to sort of make it a little more personal.
All sounds pretty exciting, but so the Hall of Fame is basically going to be Hall of Sky Warrior, is what you're saying.
Possibly, yes. Yeah. And I'll also
Gotta get
show
good.
best of each version as well as I do new versions with obviously different mechanics. The next version that's coming out when it's done won't have the Hall of Fame. That's a much bigger thing that I'm working on. It'll have these ultra hard sections I talked about earlier, as well as just some usability upgrades and some bug fixes. But I'm also working on a hyper gauntlet mode for those who find it slightly too easy.
Sky.
Where it'll essentially be starting out around level 5. So I don't expect people to last that long.
So you're making a mode just for Sky Warrior, in other words.
Yeah, essentially. And that'll have its own high scores as well, and it'll use the same system.
I have suggested for a mechanic, some kind of anti-Sky Warrior mechanic.
I'll just check for a name put in there and the high scores and just half it or something.
Yeah, if the name has Sky in it whatsoever, just start them with 1 life.
I do agree that is a bit evil, but there's gotta be something we can do.
We gotta balance it, gotta nerf Sky Warrior. So, looking to the future, how long do you think until you're gonna be complete, where you'll say it's a complete game? You know, how do you have a timetable? How far out you think that's gonna be?
I don't really know. It depends how long it takes for me. I've got these features in my head that I really want in there before I can consider it done. But it all honestly depends on, firstly, once those features are done, well, how long they took to actually get in there, because I'm not going to stop until they are in. But also, at that point, how popular it is. If it's very popular, then I can see myself adding more if there's need for more. I don't want to obviously overbloat the thing or anything like that, but if there are good ideas, then yeah, I'd be all for adding stuff in. But at the same time, you know, if it's not all that popular, then I may as well make something else and just keep it there as is, because by the time we've gotten to the point I consider finished, which will be called version 2, confusingly for everyone, you know, I'll be very happy with that as a full game anyway. So if I add more, then that's just a bonus. But for time-wise, I couldn't say. It just depends how long it takes.
Sounds great, actually. It's a lot of fun. Even if I'm terrible at it, it's a lot of fun. And I hate it and love it. It's a lot like
Same time.
it's a lot like Quarries of Scred in a game I love hate. So yeah, you know, it's an evil game made by a sadistic developer, but we love him for it.
Yeah, I love Quarries of Scred. And yeah, the developer is I mean, he actually named Hyper Gauntlet the full name. He is responsible for it being called Hyper Gauntlet Legacy of Nozzle Thruster 3. Sorry, Nozzle Thruster the Third. I think he was a fictional person in the end. Yeah. Yeah, so he's fully responsible for that.
That sounds about right.
Because the original name for the game was the hilariously bad speed run, which, as you might be able to tell, wouldn't have made it anywhere near the top of Google, no matter how long I tried. So yeah, together we came up with a slightly better name. I went with the Hyper Gauntlet, he went with Nozzle Thruster the Third.
That's great.
I like it. They come together to make one of those names that's really long but flows off the tongue, so you don't mind the fact that it's so long.
It's speaking of features, since it is randomly generated, have you thought about doing a daily seed kind of system? It's, you know, all the rage in procedurally generated games these days.
Yeah, it's kind of tempting at the moment. I've been thinking about it. I've actually, because I'm working on another game in my spare time as well, that has a daily seed system in. So I've already got most of the functionality there. So I've been thinking of adding it on. I think if I did, I'd add it on after this next update, because it's been a while since the last one, and I don't want to postpone it anymore. But it is something I've definitely been considering. And if there's a lot of demand for it, then yeah. Yeah, it'd definitely be in there. It'd be good fun. I'm also thinking of a sequence mode, which is sort of pre-made levels designed by people, and possibly just like letting people make their own, because all you'd have to do is like open up Notepad or something to work on them.
That I could see some sadistic levels being made by that.
Yeah,
One where it's
definitely.
just
That could
full
be quite
walls with one little hole in every wall to get through. I'd do
fun.
it.
Sky Warrior mode.
Yes. That's great. This is a great name. So if you did do a daily seed, that would that be part of the Hall of Fame, the top of every daily seed?
Yeah, that could be quite good. Yeah, that would work well with the Hall of Fame that I've got planning.
That sounds
Yeah, I might
pretty
have to do
wonderful. Yeah. That would be great. I mean, it would just be another spot for Sky Warrior to be in every day, but still.
Yeah.
Eventually, if your game takes off, somebody might surface that is better than Sky Warrior. They have to exist. Someone like that has to exist in the world, right?
Yes, and I know where to go. We just got to market this to the Koreans.
Right.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Good point. Do I know any Koreans? No, I don't know any Koreans. We got your number, Sky Warrior. We're going to dethrone you. That is now my goal in life. I won't be able to do it personally, obviously, but it's my goal in life to find someone that can.
I was really excited because there was a
Just off
time,
him.
like the score that I got, the 3 million, during my video that I recorded, actually ended up being the #1 score in the world. And then in about 5 minutes, Sky Warrior and Sarah just threw it down the drain.
Now, Nick, you mentioned another game project you're working on. Well, I was thinking of asking you if you had any future game ideas that be your next project, perhaps after Hyper Gauntlet. You want to talk about that any? A little bit?
Yeah, it's actually one of the first games I ever made, but I never really finished it, and I've come back to it and been sort of overhauling it and putting it in Unity at the moment. It's a sort of complete opposite of Hyper Gauntlet. It's an ultra calming Zen sort of puzzle game. It's sort of a
Sounds
cross
like
between Minesweeper and Sudoku, and you've got this sort of array of colored blocks, and what you've got to do is by changing their colors, get them to blend across the color spectrum. But each one only has a certain set of colors that they can go to. So the puzzle is finding the solution whereby there's no sort of discordant colors next to each other. And once again, it's one of those ones that's really hard to explain, and that I'm again working on a tutorial for.
That sounds
Seems to be your weakness.
very
definitely.
unique. That's pretty interesting. And once that one's to the point of being some kind of release version, I'd love to have you on the podcast again to show that one off.
It's very nearly there, actually. It's been surprisingly quick to code. It's, I would say it's about 90%. So once
Oh.
I've worked out how to make it difficult, which is because it's again procedurally generated. So once I've worked out difficulty, then I'd gladly send a copy over to you and come back on.
What's the name of that game?
Currently, it is under the name of Zen Cell. Simply because that works best, I think, for Google. I've got a trailer for it. I'll put it in the chat.
I'll have to watch that after we're done streaming. That's
It's
really
it's just a single playthrough of the game that nothing's explained in it at all, but you can just watch as I play it, basically.
well
Well,
then.
I mean, hey, at least you've got gameplay in it.
Yeah,
Shots fired.
good point. Good. Can't argue with that. But you heard it, folks. Nick will be joining us sometime in the probably nearest future on the podcast again. It gives me an excuse to have him back with his accent, so I'm fine with that.
And maybe this time it'll be a game that we can actually talk over while playing.
Yes, one that's not just like disgruntled grunts and stuff. That's the
Yeah.
commentary, pretty much.
Yeah.
Commentary.
Something Sky Warrior.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the commentary. Sky Warrior.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly, exactly right there. Sky Warrior, right? Oh.
Rem.
Hey, Rem. All right, well,
Rem.
it's about time to start wrapping up since we are running out of time.
Hi, Rem. Okay, time to stop the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do the end part where we pretty much just shill constantly. Go ahead, Nick. You go ahead and drop your links. Drop your link to your green light. Tell people where they can find you, get more information, and where they can buy your game.
Okay, so first link I'm posting is to the green light. I would love people to press the lovely thumbs up button. Although feel free to press the down button if you want to be different. It actually doesn't affect green light in any way. I'll also put my website up. It's very rarely updated, but you can play Hyper Gauntlet for free on there. So, give that a go. And if you like it, buy it from preferably Itch.io because they don't charge you anything in percentage-wise at the moment.
Wow,
Which is
really?
lovely.
That's kind of wonderful.
Yeah. It's 0% currently. I think they're planning on setting it to 10% eventually, but
10% still
mind.
way under the normal. So
that's really low. And it's a wonderful site. If anyone is ever making their own game, putting a game up on itch.io is so easy.
Yeah, I remember Darkest Kale was telling me to do that with some of my old college projects.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's the easiest process out of all of them there.
I like Itch.io quite a bit. I wish it was more noted, more used, and more popular, but they're very developer focused. You can just tell in everything they do that they care about the developers.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have quite a few games through Itch.io actually, so I've bought several games through Itch.io, and they haven't stole my credit card numbers, so it's safe. Go buy.
They're just waiting. They're waiting for everyone to use it, and then there it goes. They're gonna drop the bomb.
Yeah, I've just enabled credit card payments for Hyper Gauntlet. It took me a while to realize that feature existed in the setting pages, because originally, I swear when I set it up, it was PayPal only, but maybe I just missed something.
Or maybe it's a new feature.
You can now do
Expensive,
it with
yeah.
PayPal or with credit card via Stripe. I can't set up Amazon payments, unfortunately, because I'm not from the US.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, well.
They don't let you know.
PayPal, credit card, that's all you need, really. Alright, Gingerdragon, you're up.
All right. Oh God, that went out of hand. Whoops. Hold on. Can I try that again? Can I try that? No, I can't. I can't time myself out.
Did you be timed out for several minutes?
There we go. Okay. So, this is, of course, Gingerdragon, the single greatest internet personality ever to grace this earth. And you can go follow me on Twitter, where I talk about video games and dragon life. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitch, where I live stream video games. Also, I'm now going to be live streaming my end of the what's called the podcast, because why not? Some people want to see it, and I want to see it too. And there's also the YouTube link, which takes you to my YouTube channel, where I do videos on first impressions of indie games, as well as an FTL series. So, going back into there. Yesterday's video, or the day before yesterday's video, actually got the 301 plus glitch. So that was the greatest ego boost ever.
It's not a glitch, it's just how it works.
Well, it's a glitch in the system that they patched with the 301 plus to make you feel better about yourself. And I did.
Yeah, it is great when you do hit that. Then you feel like a big YouTuber. Feel like pro YouTube's right there.
Of course, it is also. I also always end up coming back down to earth when I realize that it's an FTL video and those get 3 times the views anyway.
I just had a great idea with you streaming your end of it. I should just vid capture your stream and stream it on the stream and pretend that's me playing, so it looks like I'm better at games.
Well, I guess you could. It would be a bit awkward though, but
I could do it.
the delay would add up and it would be interesting to say the least. But yeah, I
the
don't
fact
know.
that you had
We'll
the same
see.
score, and
Yeah,
I think people would notice.
I'll make it happen. I would do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then-
Jade. Sorry, go ahead. What were you
No,
saying?
no, you go.
Okay, Jade,
Okay.
your turn. Tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, just Twitter. I don't do anything else. Usually I'll tweet when I'm at a stream though, so
You should follow her on Twitter. Some rather entertaining tweets come from that account.
and cat tweets.
Yes.
You will see my cat a whole lot.
And then she just pops up in streams randomly in calls and stuff, so you just gotta kind of watch all the streams in existence to catch her.
No, I'll usually tweet about the stream I'm watching.
Wait a
Why
second,
don't you
wait a second. I just realized something.
Huh.
Jade, you're the one who's always doing the senpai notice me, right?
Yes.
I can't believe
I
that's
think
in
I'm out of the
read
loop
this.
on that. I never really understood that. I'm guessing it's a quote from an anime of some sort, but
She just likes to
Ginger
do that.
senpai
I'm not sure if
noticed
it's
me.
just my stream, but will Ginger Senpai notice me?
Yeah. Will you notice me?
I see a lot of people say it though. So if it's not from like an anime or whatnot, then you created a meme. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much a meme.
Yeah, it's meme status now. So. But follow her, and you should stream yourself. You know, you should be a streamer as well.
Yeah, no.
Are there birds in someone's
I
background?
do have birds.
Ah.
I have birds.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning now, so they're waking up.
And they don't sound happy about it.
No.
Squawky
No, they-
little
they,
demons.
Yeah, they sing and talk to each other. It's 2 of them.
What kind of birds are they?
And they meow.
What?
Budgies.
They
Wait,
what?
Birds meow,
It-
my bird hisses.
They're like small Australian parrots.
And
It's a budgerigar.
it meows. I think your birds have an identity
They meow.
crisis.
I meow too.
True, they learned it from you probably. And yours
Probably.
hisses. That bird's hiss.
Yeah,
They do-
it does even more than
Yeah.
hissing though. I mean, like, I'll come down and take a look at it, and it'll, like, in addition to hissing, it'll, like, move its neck, like, back. It'll extend its neck and just, like, start moving it like a snake would in a stereotypical cartoon. And it'll hiss, and it's just like, what?
That's creepy as shit, dude.
You're a bird. You're an angry cockatiel who was almost eaten as a child, not a snake. Stop it.
Was almost eaten by a snake.
No, it was almost eaten by a dog.
Oh, wow.
And after that moment, it hates everything.
I don't blame it. That'd probably be a pretty horrifying experience. Alright, and I am Fedora Gamer. If you are watching this live, then you are already in the right spot on Hitbox, and you should click that follow button. I am primarily a YouTuber. I pretty much just stream the podcast every week, and I am over at youtube.com/Fedora Gamer, with 4 for the A in gamer. And you can also find me on Twitter, twitter.com/Fedora Gamer. If you are watching the VOD, then you should come over to hitbox.tv/Fedora Gamer and follow there, and you can watch these live at their new date and time, Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's the podcast.
Well, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning for Australians.
What was
Yes.
the emote? I can't remember the emote.
Well, actually, it'd be worse for Indian roll because it'd be 5:30-ish. No, it wouldn't be 6:30. Sorry.
Oh, God. There's a surprising amount of people in the community in YouTube that are actually in Australia.
There never used to be though.
And they just start popping out of the woodwork.
I know. When I first entered the community, it was just Indie, and then you had Blue Grouper and Funky Guy, and that was it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Funky Guy in a while. Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
I
that's
do
good.
talk to him. That's the magic of Facebook, guys.
Yeah. So why hasn't he been streaming
In
and
case you go
stuff?
missing. Well, recently he's just moved, but before that he's had a lot of, I suppose, family stuff come up.
Oh, that
So-
sucks. Well, tell him to hurry up and come back so he can be on the podcast at 5 something in the morning or whatever.
I will tell him that.
And then there's of
Yep.
course Indie Mouse, there's Prescription Pixel, even though she stopped YouTubing unfortunately. Is Jay Smith still over there with her?
They aren't together anymore.
Oh. That
Aw.
shows how much I pay attention. I follow too many people on Twitter to keep up with.
I think
with
it's
everything.
been like over a month.
Oh, that sucks. Is that kind of why she's giving up YouTubing?
Could be.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay, let's not dig up someone else's emotional scars here. You know?
Yeah. In the bloody stream, we all shield ourselves, right? Let's get out of here before things get awkward.
Yep. Thanks for joining us,
I'll
Nicholas.
send my spiders after you.
Oh. Oh. No, thank
Trapdoor
you.
spiders.
Terrifying. Nightmare fuel.
I'd hate to imagine a giant one of those.
I want someone to put
They're
that
as
in a
big as
game,
your
though.
hand. Those ones. They're
Yeah.
pretty.
I mean, like one that could actually like get a human or a dragon, for that matter. That would not be pleasant.
I do have a pet snake.
I'm
Oh, I
telling you,
like snakes.
I'm telling you, game devs, make a horror game with a giant trapdoor spider, and it will be the greatest horror game ever made. The greatest and worst horror game ever made.
I remember somebody said that there should be an Oculus Rift game where you explore a basement filled with giant or jumping spiders.
That person should probably stop talking.
Right? I'm not particularly scared of spiders, but some of them are real creepy and scary. I'm not like arachnophobic or anything. My wife screams and makes me kill spiders when they're in the house. But when it's something that is like large and probably could kill me, then I'm not gonna like it. Oh yeah, wait. Gingerdragon is actually arachnophobic, so.
Skywarrior, stop talking! Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you for joining us, Nicholas, and hopefully we'll see you with your other game that I forget what you said the name was in the near future.
Yeah, definitely.
Zensal. It was
Yeah, that's the
Zensal.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen.
Yes. Short-term memory problems. It's all right. And bye, everybody.
Must be the old age.
Goodbye.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Thanks for that. Thanks.